Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we'll discuss about parallel structure of sentences. So first of all, parallelism is a similarity of grammatical form for similar elements of meaning within a sentence or among sentences. So in grammar, parallelism is also known as parallel structure or parallel construction is a balance within one or more sentences of similar phrases or clauses that have the same grammatical structure. The application of parallelism affects readability and may make texts easier to process. Parallelism may be accompanied by other figures of speech such as antithesis, anaphora, climax, and symplosia. So, parallelism is often used as a rhetorical device. For example, the inherent vice of capitalism is the unequal sharing of blessing. The inherent virtue of socialism is the equal sharing of miseries. Every nation know whether it wishes or well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and the success of liberty. So, parallel structure adds the both clot and clarity to your writing. You increase the readability of your writing by creating word patterns readers can follow easily. If two or more ideas are parallel, they should be expressed in parallel grammatic form. Single words should be balanced with single words, phrases with phrases, clauses with clauses. Parallelism makes form follow meaning. Parallel structure, also called parallelism, is the repetition of chosen grammatical form within a sentence. By making each compared atom or idea in your sentence follow the same grammatical pattern, you create a parallel construction. For example, first of all, look at the example as it is mentioned as not parallel. Alan likes hiking the rodeo and to take afternoon naps. So now look at the parallel one. Alan likes hiking, attending the rodeo, and taking afternoon naps. Or you can say Alan likes to hike, attend the rodeo, and take afternoon naps. So there is a difference between upper mentioned not parallel and parallel. So look at there. Now I'll repeat again. Alan likes hiking. So now look at there. Alan likes hiking. So now there is a difference between these two sentences. Now on the other hand, in the second sentence we are using attending. The word is being attached attending. So same, the structure is same now, and taking afternoon naps. In the last sentence you can also see that we are using attend the and take afternoon naps. So parallel structure means using the same pattern of words to show that two or more ideas have the same level of importance. This can happen at the word, phrase, or clause level. The usual way to join parallel structure is with the use of coordinating conjunctions such as and or. So first of all we look word and phrase. So with the ing form of words parallel, first of all look at the example of parallel with the ing form. Mary likes hiking, swimming and bicycling. So in this structure we are using ing. Writer use parallel structure in the words and phrases in their sentences. This grammatical form can be used with a variety of structure including infinitive, words, clauses and list. Parallel structure should be used when you connect clauses with a coordinating conjunction such as for, and, nor, or, but, so, or, yet. So there are many examples too. For example, if I'll say I will not sing a song or I will dance. So incorrect if we'll see I will not sing a song nor dance. So these are some of example. So with infinitive phrases, first of all look at the parallel one. Mary likes to hike, to swim and to ride a bicycle. Or Mary likes to hike, swim and ride a bicycle. Note you can use to. You can use to before all the verbs in a sentence or only before the first one. Do not mix forms. First of all, example number 1 is not parallel. Mary likes hiking, swimming and to ride a bicycle. So parallel one is Mary likes hiking, swimming and riding a bicycle. Example number 2 is not parallel. The production manager was asked to write his report quickly, accurately, and in a detailed manner. Parallel one is the production manager was asked to write to his report quickly, accurately, and thoroughly. Example number 3 is not parallel. The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and his motivation was low. So now look at the parallel one. The teacher said that he was a poor student because he waited until the last minute to study for the exam, completed his lab problems in a careless manner, and lacked motivation. So now you can look at the difference between these sentences. So now we'll deal with the clauses. A parallel structure that begins with clauses must keep on with clauses. So changing to another pattern or changing the voice of the verb from active to passive or vice versa will break the parallelism. Example number 1 is here. First one is not parallel one. So the coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, that they should not eat too much, and to do some warm-up exercises before the game. So now look at the parallel one. The coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, that they should not eat too much, and that they should do some warm-up exercises before the game. Or you can say the parallel one is the coach told the players that they should get a lot of sleep, not eat too much, and do some warm-up exercises before the game. So in English grammar, parallelism, also called the parallel structure as earlier we have discussed, is the repetition of the same grammatical form in the two or more a part of sentence. Dear student, maintaining parallel structure helps you avoid grammatical incorrect sentences and improves your writing style. Although lack of parallelism is not always strictly incorrect, sentences with parallel structure are easier to read and add a sense of balance to your writing as well. Parallel construction is most commonly used in sentences containing elements that appears in a series or in a pair. It is also applied to the headings and outlines in the academic writing too. So now look at the example number 2 is here. The salesman expected that he would present his product at the meeting, that he would have time to show his slide presentation, and that questions would be asked by prospective buyers. So this is passive one. Now the salesman expected that he would present his product at the meeting, that he would have time to show his slide presentation, and that prospective buyers would ask him questions. So before going further, using parallel construction when items in a series have an equal level of importance, these terms are usually joined by, you can say, by comma, semicolons along with a, and, or you can use on the word level. A noun should be grouped with other nouns, an adjective with other adjective, and so on. So when a series is composed of verb, do not mix forms as earlier we have discussed. For example, you can say mixing an infinitive with the infinitive breaks parallel structure. So these are the things which we should understand and we should keep with us. Parallel structure should be used to balance a series of phrases with the same grammatical structure. So avoiding mixing nouns, pronouns with the verb as earlier we have discussed. As with the series of a series of verb phrase should be used parallel forms. Do not mix phrases based on an infinitive with phrases based on ing verb. So list after a colon, be sure to keep all the elements in a list in the same form. For example, not parallel one is here. The dictionary can be used to find these words, meanings, pronunciations, correct spelling, and looking up irregular verbs. So now the parallel one is saying something else. Now look at there. The dictionary can be used to find these words, meaning, pronunciation, correct spelling, and irregular verbs. Parallelism lends balance and grace to writing. It can make a sentence memorable even in prose not destined for greatness. Parallelism is important. Obviously, dear student, a failure to create grammatical parallel structure when they are appropriate is referred to as faulty parallelism, as I have discussed earlier. So this is also the part of parallelism, faulty parallelism. In other example we will discuss it. So using parallel structure with coordinating conjunctions, when you connect two or more clauses or phrases with the coordinating conjunction, for example, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, or, so, use parallel structure. So example is here. Number 1 is not parallel. My best friend took me dancing and to a show. So parallel one is my best friend took me to a dance and a show. With correlative conjunctions, when you connect two clauses or phrases with a correlative conjunction, not only but also, either or nor, if, then, etc. use parallel structure. So example is here, not parallel one is, my dog not only likes to play fetch but also chase cars. So parallel one is here, my dog do not only likes to play fetch, but he also likes to chase cars. Or you can say, my dog likes not only to play fetch but also to chase cars. Basically, these are the differences by using the correlative conjunctions with phrases or clauses of comparison. When you connect two clauses or phrases with the word of comparison, such as then or as, use parallel structure. So example is here, by using not parallel, we'll see the things, that how the things are going to be happen. I would rather pay for my education than financial aid. So parallel one is different one. So now look at the parallel one. I would rather pay for my education than receive financial aid. So with list, now we'll see with list. When you are comparing atoms in a list, use parallel structure. Example is, John Taylor Gatto criticized public schools because they are compulsory funded by the government and destroy students' humanity. So now look at the parallel one. John Taylor Gatto criticized public schools because they are compulsory, government funded and normalizing. So you can say in another sense, John Taylor Gatto criticized public schools because they require students to attend, receive money from the government, and they destroy students' humanity. So now here is a rule, balance parallel ideas in a series. That how you have to balance the parallel ideas in a series. Readers expect items in a series to appear in parallel grammatical form. When one or more of the items violates readers' expectations, a sentence will be needlessly awkward. So not parallel one is here, abused children commonly exhibit one or more of the following symptoms: withdrawal, restlessness, and they are depressed. So parallel one is, abused children commonly exhibit one or more of the following symptoms: withdrawal, restlessness, and depression. So now look at their not parallel one, abused children commonly exhibit one or more of the following symptoms: withdrawal, restlessness, and they are depressed. So now that the condition is changed here, now we have abused children commonly exhibit one or more of the following symptoms: withdrawal, restlessness, and depression. Now they we have removed they na from here. In the last sentence we are using they are depressed, but now we are using and depression. So not parallel one is, another example is here, Sam is responsible for stocking merchandise, writing orders for delivery, and sales of computers. Parallel one is here, Sam is responsible for stocking merchandise, writing orders for delivery, and selling computers. So now rule is again here, balance parallel ideas presented in pairs. Obviously when you are using the things in pairs, you should have to balance parallel ideas. When pairing ideas, underscore their connection by expressing them in a similar grammatical form. Paired ideas are usually connected in one of three ways. So number one is with a coordinating conjunction such as and, but, or, nor, yet. With a pair of correlative conjunctions so much, either, or, not only, but also. With the word introducing a comparison, usually then or as. So examples are here, not parallel one, at Lincoln High School, vandalism can result in suspension or even being expelled from school. So parallel one is saying something else. You can see here. So next example is, mother could not persuade me that giving is as much as a joy to receive. So parallel one is, mother could not persuade me that giving is as much a joy as receiving. Rule is here, use parallelism with list, headings and outlines. The items in a list or outline are coordinate and should be parallel. Parallelism is essential in the headings that divide a paper into sections and in a formal topic outline. So now look at here, we'll see that not parallel one are here. Merchant class become more powerful. The death of feudalism, upsurging of the arts, religious quarrels begin. So now parallel one are here. So look at here, increased power of the merchant class, death of feudalism, upsurge of the arts, rise of the religious quarrels. So dear student, today we have discussed our all the things with that how we have to deal with these things. Inshallah, we'll see you soon with a new topic and with a new lecture. So stay home and enjoy your good health. Inshallah, see you. Allah Hafiz.